Big Blue, stop right now. MetLife Stadium just exploded with breaking news, and one single figure is already echoing across the building: $15.25 million. A quiet veteran made a shocking confession about his health. A tight end battle in training camp sent ripples through the front office, and a blockbuster trade proposal surfaced that could completely revolutionize Jackson Dart's second season under center. Insiders leaked the physical reports, and here is the immediate payoff. That $15.25 million cap hit belongs to a receiver who played an entire 17-game slate with a double hernia. If you bleed blue and want to see the Eagles and Cowboys crumble, smash like and subscribe right now. We start in Greenbrier with the injury admission that changes everything. Whispers turned into footsteps on the practice field at Greenbrier. The identity everyone in New York is talking about? Darius Slayton. The veteran wide receiver sat down with reporters after practice and dropped a bombshell that reframes his entire past season. Slayton confessed that he played the entire 2025 NFL season through a painful sports hernia on both sides of his body. He tried to manage the agony with off-season rehabilitation, but when conservative treatment failed to fix the core issue, he had no choice but to undergo double surgery before training camp. Head coach John Harbaugh confirmed that Slayton is finally getting his functional strength back and that the coaching staff expects massive production from him now that he can move without severe pain. Slayton entered the NFL 6 years ago as a reliable deep threat, but last year his numbers suffered a jarring statistical drop. He finished the season with 37 receptions on 60 targets for 538 yards and just one single touchdown across 17 grueling games. While his career average of 14.5 yards per catch remained right on line with his historical standards, his ability to finish drives in the end zone evaporated entirely. Before last season, Slayton had scored at least 2 touchdowns in every full campaign of his professional career, topping out at 8 scores during his breakout rookie year. The hernia offers a crystal-clear medical explanation for why a receiver who could still stretch the field down the boundary suddenly lost his finishing power inside the red zone. But the timing of this revelation carries massive financial weight. Slayton signed a 3-year, $36 million contract extension in March 2025, with $22 million fully guaranteed. His cap charge jumps to roughly $15.25 million for the upcoming 2026 season. That is high-level starter money in an offense where the wide receiver room was completely revamped around him over the past 6 months. Star target Malik Nabers is roughly 10 months removed from a torn right ACL, avoided the PUP list, and is gradually returning to full WR1 volume. Meanwhile, General Manager Joe Schoen brought in Darnell Mooney and Calvin Austin III, signed veteran reclamation projects Odell Beckham Jr. and Juju Smith-Schuster, kept return specialist Braxton Berrios, and traded up in the draft for rookie Malachi Fields, who has been stacking prime first-team reps. To make room, New York let slot receiver Wan'Dale Robinson leave for Tennessee on a lucrative 4-year, $78 million contract, leaving 92 vacated targets underneath. Slayton isn't a slot receiver, but a healthy version of him gives young quarterback Jackson Dart a proven vertical separator who can dominate outside the numbers. The gap between his $15 million cap hit and a 1-touchdown season was putting his long-term roster spot under intense scrutiny. If the double surgery restored his explosive initial step and red zone finishing power, the Giants possess a legitimate bargain on the boundary. If he struggles to create separation once full contact begins on Monday, New York carries a very expensive deep threat in a crowded room. Do you believe Darius Slayton can bounce back with an 8-touchdown season now that he is fully healthy? Drop your prediction in the comments. And if you trust Jackson Dart to throw 40 touchdowns this year, hit that like button right now and show the NFC East that Big Blue means business. But as significant as Slayton's recovery is for the perimeter passing attack, the most surprising battle of training camp is brewing at an entirely different position, where an unexpected veteran is turning heads. A quiet phone call in March changed the entire geometry of this offense. The name everyone expected to headline the tight end room? Isaiah Likely. When training camp opened in East Rutherford, all eyes were glued to the dynamic playmaker who arrived from Baltimore following 4 impressive seasons under John Harbaugh. Pairing Likely with second-year talent, Theo Johnson was supposed to give Jackson Dart a pair of lethal security blankets. But Saturday's practice revealed that the tight end depth chart is far more complex and dangerous than national media analysts anticipated. Theo Johnson put on an absolute clinic during team drills, hauling in a contested deep pass over cornerback Jarek Bernard-Converse that sent the sideline into a frenzy. Johnson is coming off an underrated rookie campaign where he produced 45 receptions, 528 receiving yards, and 5 touchdowns across 15 games. But the real stunner of the session came from 34-year-old blocking specialist Chris Manhertz. Manhertz is known purely as an extra offensive lineman on the edge, having recorded just one single 7-yard reception on 208 offensive snaps all of last season. Yet on Saturday, Manhertz caught 3 separate passes from Dart in 11-on-11 work, prompting beat writers to joke that he already surpassed his entire season quota in 24 hours. This unexpected versatility highlights the shrewd front office strategy executed by General Manager Joe Schoen this offseason. Schoen wisely allowed former tight end Daniel Bellinger to walk in free agency, where he signed a contract with the Tennessee Titans containing over $14 million in guaranteed money. Paying $14 million guaranteed to a non-explosive second tight end, who primarily functions as an inline blocker, would have crippled New York's cap flexibility. By replacing Bellinger's cap hit with the high upside combination of Likely, Johnson, and the veteran reliability of Manhertz, the Giants transformed a static group into a nightmare matchup unit for opposing defensive coordinators. Head coach John Harbaugh and offensive coordinator Matt Nagy are famous for utilizing heavy 2 tight end packages to dictate coverage looks. During his tenure in Baltimore, Likely thrived as a move tight end while working alongside Mark Andrews, and Johnson possesses the exact size and speed combination to execute those same route trees. Furthermore, Johnson already established strong chemistry with Jackson Dart during their rookie year, giving the young quarterback an instinctive safety valve when pressure leaks through the interior pocket. While nobody expects Chris Manhertz to turn into a high-volume target during the regular season, his sudden involvement in the passing game proves that Nagy is installing creative wrinkles to keep defenses guessing. If defenses stack the box to stop the run, Dart can manipulate linebackers with play action and exploit single coverage on the seams. With Malik Nubbers gradually building back to full workload, having 2 athletic tight ends who can win physical battles down the field takes immense pressure off the wide receivers. Do you think Theo Johnson and Isaiah Likely can become the most productive tight end duo in the NFC East this season? Leave your thoughts below, and smash that like button if you agree that letting Daniel Bellinger walk for $14 million was a genius move by Joe Schoen. But as exciting as this tight end rotation looks on paper, a wild trade proposal just surfaced from an executive insider that could hand Jackson Dart the ultimate backfield partner. A proposal written on a front office whiteboard has the entire league talking behind closed doors. Sources say the scenario sat on an analyst's desk earlier this month, and the identity everyone is buzzing about. Rumor has it, superstar running back Jonathan Taylor could be on the move. Writer Lee Vowell from Horseshoe Heroes proposed a blockbuster deal that would ship the former rushing champion from the Indianapolis Colts straight to Big Blue in exchange for young running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. and a future second-round draft pick. To be clear, this is currently framed as a high-level trade proposal and rumor rather than a finalized deal, but football insiders acknowledge that the football logic makes terrifying sense for the entire NFC East. The Colts are not actively shopping their franchise running back, but if Indianapolis stumbles early in the season, moving Taylor's contract to accelerate a roster rebuild becomes a realistic path. For New York, acquiring a generational superstar like Jonathan Taylor would instantly transform an improving offense into a legitimate powerhouse overnight. Jackson Dart showed immense promise during his rookie campaign, but asking a second-year quarterback to carry an entire franchise without a dominant, game-breaking tailback is a dangerous strategy. The Giants currently rely on tough physical runner Cam Skattebo as their projected lead back. However, Skattebo suffered a notable injury in 2025, leaving legitimate questions about how his body will hold up under a full 300-touch workload across 17 games. Pairing Skattebo with Jonathan Taylor would create a devastating 2-headed backfield, keeping both power runners fresh for late-game situations and cold December football at MetLife Stadium. Taylor is under contract with Indianapolis for the 2026 season, meaning any potential trade would require the Giants to take on his salary while giving up prime draft capital. Giving up Tyrone Tracy Jr. alongside a second-round pick is a steep price, but Tracy's role would be rendered redundant if Taylor enters the facility. When healthy, Jonathan Taylor possesses elite home run speed, flawless vision, and elite pass blocking ability that would give Dart total comfort inside the pocket. Defenses would no longer be able to play light boxes or deploy too high safety shells against Big Blue, which in turn opens up massive vertical passing lanes for Malik Nabers and Darius Slayton down the field. Football analysts point out that elite running backs are the ultimate security blanket for developing quarterbacks, citing how star backfields historically elevated young passers into Pro Bowl contention. While the Colts will likely hold on to Taylor unless their season unravels completely, the mere possibility of Joe Schoen pulling off a deal of this magnitude has sent shockwaves through division rivals in Philadelphia and Dallas. If Indianapolis struggles through September, would you trade a second-round pick and Tyrone Tracy Jr. to get Jonathan Taylor in New York? Sound off in the comments right now. And if you want to see Jonathan Taylor wearing Big Blue this autumn, hit that like button and subscribe to keep our channel growing. But before you go, we have to look at the full picture because two massive developments are unfolding simultaneously that will dictate New York's playoff fate. Three massive stories, one clear message. Darius Slayton's full recovery from double hernia surgery gives the boundary attack real vertical muscle. The tight end room featuring Theo Johnson and Isaiah likely provides Jackson Dart with unstoppable middle-of-the-field options, and the whispers surrounding a potential trade for Jonathan Taylor prove that Big Blue is ready to wage war on the NFC East. New York isn't playing for next year. The front office is building a contender right now. The math is simple. If Dart takes the second-year leap and the defense holds, MetLife Stadium will host January football. Here is what I need from Big Blue Nation right now. 1. Smash that like button if you believe this rebuilt offense will dominate the division this season. 2. Drop a comment with your exact record prediction for the Giants in 2026. Are we winning 10 games or pushing for the division title? 3. Hit subscribe immediately because every single new subscriber makes Cowboys and Eagles fans sweat. But keep your eyes on the horizon because two critical cliffhangers are unfolding as we speak. Internally, Darius Slayton takes the field in full pads for Monday's high-intensity practice, and scouts are watching every single break to see if his red zone explosion is truly back or if a roster move is looming. Meanwhile, an insider report just surfaced that the Philadelphia Eagles are making a surprise counter move in free agency to bolster their secondary against vertical passers. Which move drops first? Hit subscribe, stay locked, and let's bring the thunder to the NFC East. Big Blue stands tall.